Good evening, Scorpio. Welcome to a zodiacal reading for January 2023. And Happy New Year's. Let's get right into it. Call upon the E-A-O, that thou will send Haru, the great angel set over the operations of the secret wisdom, to lay his hands invisibly upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things, to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. Okay, Scorpio. We will be using a Tree of Life spread for this reading and Thoth Tarot. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my number should be in the description box. My website, information, it's still not there. I don't know why I keep bringing it up in the readings. You can text me and find me that way, so. Yeah, cool. Hope you all having a good holiday season and also a good Capricorn season. Alright, Scorpio. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you. Thanks for being here. Spirit, what do we have for Keter for Scorpio, please, in the month of January 2023? Alright. Prince of Discs in pure consciousness. Alright, the Divine Masculine. Actions you can take. Wisdom. Jokma. Please. Three of Wands. Virtue. Binah. Understanding. The Divine Feminine. Things you need to understand. Go by Saturn. Please. Knight of Cups. Fiery part of water. Okay. We're not going to use Dath yet. Yeah. Crossing the Abyss. And the Chesed. Things you need to be grateful for. The subjective experience. Go by Jupiter. Please. Oh boy. Ten of Swords. Lord of Ruin. Mars and Gemini. Excuse me, the Sun and Gemini. Alright. Gavura. Severity, challenges you may face, the objective world. Ruled by Mars, which is your rulership as well, Scorpio. Okay. More Gemini energy. Eight of Swords, interference. Beauty. Tippereth. Can never pronounce that right. Your advice from Spirit. Ruled by the Sun. Phosphorus Stone. Six of Cups. Sun and Scorpio. Under the Sun. Lord of Pleasure. Very interesting. Alright, neck talk. Your thoughts and emotions. The will and the way. Excuse me, the will and the what. Ruled by Venus. Please. Eight of Discs. Sun in Virgo. Lord of Prudence. Alright. Methods and means. The how and the way. Hod. Glory. Ruled by Mercury. Please. Star. Aquarian energy. Alright. Subconscious beliefs. Personal subconscious. Your inner child. Yesod. The foundation. Ruled by the moon. Please. Prince of Cups. Fiery part of water. Okay. Overall energy, overall outcome. Malkuth, the kingdom. Your embodiment. Ruled by the earth. Please. Alright. The Fool. Always fun. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Scorpio, for being here. Let's climb this thing. Let's get into it. I don't know why I thought that'd be clever. I guess because it's a tree, but whatever. Alright, we have the Prince of Discs, Scorpio. The head of your tree. Prince of Discs is a core card, and core cards, of course, represent people. And people are complicated. The airy part of Earth is someone who likes to exercise his will, his determination, his body, his mind, whatever he can exercise, right? He's got the Chariot right here, as all the princes do, and he's got all these discs in the back here that he's accumulated. He's a collector of sorts. We got Taurus the bull here, representing the earth, and he just kind of just keeps going and going and going. He's kind of like the Energizer Bunny in that way, Scorpio. So I'd say in January 2023, your pure consciousness is wanting to get something accomplished. I feel this is you, because it is in your pure consciousness at the head of the tree. So I don't feel like it's anyone else. It is definitely you. I can attest to the Prince of Discs kind of energy, very part of Earth. It's almost like it's almost running away from something. I feel, especially for you, Scorpio, a sign that doesn't, well, you're a person first off, but your sign is one that doesn't always like to look at what's underneath the surface. Maybe you've dealt with some tough issues, have had some hard times recently, and you just don't want to be dwelling on the past in a negative kind of way. So you're just kind of moving on strong, and you're going through your day and you're doing your things, and you're not thinking about anything bad that's happened in the past. You just keep on moving. You keep that right up here. Prince of Discs. As you see, his eyes are closed. His eyes are closed. Right? Yep. His eyes are closed. So he's very focused, because he's meditating. And I almost get this feeling of you wanting to focus on not focusing on something again. But let's continue. I don't want to spend too much time on the Prince of Discs, because he's just not that complex. I mean, these are all complicated, but to me, he's not that complicated. I got his number, I feel. So. All right, Scorpio. Actions you can take: Divine Masculine, Wisdom, the Observer, Three of Wands, Virtue. And it's coming up under the place of fire, so this is very well dignified. Just kind of means there's a card, there's an energy that's going to look good on you in this month of January. Three of Wands, Virtue is, well, you have the Ace of Wands, right, which is just creating anything you want, potential. And the Two of Wands, you've created something, then it's kind of, you have to hold it together, right? Lord Dominion. This is Lord of Virtue. It's kind of a card of patience, right? It's Aries energy. I believe it's the sun in Aries. You have a lot of sun here in your tree, Scorpio, a lot of sun, which is good. We like the sun. Yeah, so actions you can take. I feel like Spirit's telling me to tell you to be patient. Whatever you're going through, take it easy, take a breath. Things may get harder before they get better, but not that much. And you have it in you to be patient, right? You have these three wands here, right? And these three flowers on top of them. What they kind of represent is, sorry about that. What they kind of represent is, planting something, a seed, and then it growing to be a nice, pretty flower. I believe there's a certain term for these certain flowers, but I don't know them because I don't know flowers too well. You see, you have all the wand energy in the back here, all this orange, nice glowing energy, and it speaks of patience, perseverance, sticking with something, sticking with your spiritual energy, and seeing it through to the end, even though it's hard. Whenever this card comes up for me, or when it has in the past, I've had to sit through something, I've had to go through something, I've had to see something through, but when it was over, Scorpio, I was all that much happier for it. And I feel like that's, unfortunately, that's kind of the only action you can take in the month of January. Or fortunately, all depending on how you see it, right? All right, let's continue. Happy not understanding. Under the rulership of Saturn, we have the Knight of Cups, fiery part of water. A lot of people say this is a Cancerian kind of energy. I don't know about that, but maybe. I see it as more of Aquarian kind of energy, but that's not important. What is important is that it's coming up under understanding, Binah. Saturn is a planet of discipline, of regulation, of death, and stuff like this. And again, the Knight of Cups, it's a card of being patient, of being mature, of being a grown up, right? It's kind of hard to point that out with just the picture here. I mean, he's a cool looking guy, but he's kind of looking like, all right, let's just do it. Let's just do this damn thing. Let's just get it over with. Let's just get it over with. Sorry about that. All right, fiery aspect of water. Fire is the spirit. Water is the emotions. And this is coming up under the place of water. Receptivity, be not. I feel like, again, Spirit is just wanting you to know that there's going to be some things that you're going to have to deal with this month that you don't want to deal with necessarily. Maybe a friend of yours is going through something and she or he needs someone to talk to, and you could, for some reason, care less. But you still go over there and you still listen to them, and you're still a good friend, and you listen. Again, you put on your big boy pants or big girl pants or whatever it is, and you see it out. That's the kind of energy I get from the Knight of Cups. Crowley, the author of this deck, he probably have a lot of good and bad things to say about him or her. But personally, whenever this card's come up for me, again, there's something that's like, oh no, there's something I have to do. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, and I know I don't want to do this because I am a Cancerian, and I'm all feelings like you, Scorpio, right? And I know it, but I have to do it. I have to do it because Knight is a Knight, and the Knights are the most mature of all the court cards, right? The Knights are the ones that come in and they take over, right? You use your emotions to come in and take over, like, okay, my friend's in trouble, I gotta help him out, I don't want to do it, but off I go, like a superhero, okay? This is what you need to understand. And, Alright? Alright. Now across the abyss. It gets interesting. Alright, Chesed. Things you need to be grateful for, the subjective experience. You're the Ten of Swords, Sun in Gemini, Lord of Ruin. Alright, now this is kind of like the Tree of Life right here. And it's kind of not easy to see all 10 swords, but they are there. They're just kind of tricky. You have to look at them for a while. Excuse me. Lord of Ruin is just your thoughts have gone haywire, run amok. You ever see Apollo 13 and they show like all the wires and stuff? If you haven't seen it, it doesn't matter. But they show like the wires and stuff, and then it's like one thing goes wrong in the capsule, and then it's like bam, everything's fucked up. Pardon my French, but everything's messed up. That's kind of the energy of this card, right? It's swords. Swords represent the mind, and I feel like for you, this month, Scorpio, your mind is just you can't make 6s or 7s of it, or however the saying goes. It's like they're going so fast through your awareness that it's like that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even follow. They're not serving you, and it's almost like you don't have to pay attention to them because they're not any kind of useful. They're ruined. Perhaps that's why you have this Prince of Discs in your pure consciousness. Just like I can't even think about whatever has just happened to me or whatever is happening to me currently. I just have to do what I need to do. I need to be patient. I need to be a grown-up. Excuse me. And not pay attention to whatever this may be. That's a sword in the heart right there. All right. This is a heavy card. It's 10 swords. It's just so many different contradicting thoughts and ideas, and just none of them are making sense. And it's like the more you try to figure out, the more it hurts in your head. I'm smiling because whenever this card comes up for me, sometimes it comes up for me after I already know that I haven't been thinking right, and then sometimes it comes up for me before, and then it's like, oh, okay, then I'm definitely not thinking right. what you can be grateful for in your subjective experience is to know that your thoughts aren't doing you any good. Also, the Ten of Swords lets us know that this is it. This is the worst that our brains are going to be. All right, they only get better from here on out, or just less severe. All right, Gemini is, their motto is I think, and this is Sun in Gemini, just piercing, just bright, and just it's like looking into the sun. Looking at your thoughts is like looking into the sun. It's just, you won't be able to see it. It's almost like God protecting you, or Spirit protecting you. It's like, you don't want to see this. You don't want to see this. Just don't look here. Okay, Scorpio, let's continue. Into Gavura, severity, challenges you may face, the objective world. We have more Gemini energy. Yeah, Lord of Interference, Eight of Swords. Now, Lord of Interference, excuse me. Let me see the card here. We have two swords coming straight down, and then all these other swords coming right over them. This expresses kind of going for something, and then when it kind of gets hard, just being like, screw it, whatever, who cares? But also, it can symbolize trying to do one thing, and then, like these swords, just all these other thoughts coming over, and it's like, what am I doing? What? Oh, right, I'm washing the dishes. Okay. I'm just doing that thing, and I hate that person so much, and then you drop a dish, and it's like, oh, I wasn't even paying attention. It's like any kind of attention, it's not going to be possible, right? It's going to be interfered with. That's why if you try to do something that's hard or requires a lot of focus, like writing a book or even driving to an extent, I would imagine. I don't have a license. But it's going to be difficult for you in this month. Yeah, Lord of Interference, it's not fun. It's not as bad as the Nine of Swords, or it's not as severe as the Ten of Swords. It's more of a pain in the ass kind of card. It's just like, oh, okay, all right. It's kind of, you ever move? It's like moving day kind of energy. It's just like, okay, this one thing's happening, right? People are coming, they're taking stuff out, right? And we're not going to be able to have a normal kind of day. I feel like whatever's going on for you, Scorpio, you're not going to be able to have a normal kind of month. I'm not throwing shade, I'm just saying that it's going to be hard to focus. All right, you're in that Prince of Discs in your pure consciousness, and even that's going to be hard. This is going to be a challenge for you. The Prince of Discs is his mind, his eyes are closed, he's going to try to meditate, but all of those thoughts are going to run through his head. And he's going to be like, why do I even try to meditate? Again, it's a bitch, but it's what it is. It's the card. All right. Let's continue. All right, Tippereth. Your advice from Spirit, your beauty, your sun. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. This is under your rulership. So it's like the astrology, the universe, your planet, Mars, is just like, no. You take care of this first. You take care of this first. Prince of Discs, you take care of this first. Whatever it is you're trying to deal with, you take care of this first. I know you want to wash the dishes. I know you want to go out and get material things. I know you want to help your friend. But I'm going to mess with you. I'm going to mess with you if you try to do these things. At least that's what I feel intuitively. That's what I feel the interference is your rulership, planet Mars. And Mars is all about solving problems directly, face to face, mano a mano. And if you try to evade them, I feel like Mars, this is what Mars would do. Let's continue. Even though it's not Mars energy, it is under Mars. Let's continue. That was no passive. All right, your beauty, and the sun. Sun in Scorpio, Six of Cups, pleasure. Is your advice from Spirit. I feel like the advice is to not Even though you had that Prince of Discs mentality and you're just like, all right, I have to do something. I need to not think about whatever's happening, right? I need to stay distracted. Even if that's what you're going to do, make sure it's something that serves you well and that makes you happy, right? If you like to give to charity, do some charity work. If you like to watch movies, go see a movie. Do something for you, not other people. Right? That'd be a Eight of Cups kind of energy. This is pure you, pure passion, pure pleasure. Right? Go get a manicure, pedicure, a massage. I don't know, whatever does it for you. I feel like that's the advice. I feel like there's something I'm missing here that I'm supposed to be saying to you, Scorpio. But we'll come back to that. I've been working with paths, all right, on the Tree of Life, and I believe yours is the 24th. And Tiphereth has something to do with it. Yes, Tiphereth to Nektok. Very interesting. All right, we'll get into it. So that was Tiphereth, and next, of course, is Nektok, which is thoughts and emotions. For that, we have more Sun in Virgo, Lord of Prudence. All right. This card is all about grinding it out, putting in the work and seeing results, right? We have this tree here, and you see how it's kind of twisted and turned, right? It's taken a long time to grow, but out of it, we have these beautiful flower-looking things, right? And they look like those windmill things. I don't know what you call them, but it's a very lovely card, and it just speaks of again, patience and perseverance and sticking it out. One day at a time, one step at a time, one breath at a time, what have you, and seeing results for it. Elementally speaking, the dignity is okay. Again, I feel like you want to, the Prince of Discs keeps speaking to me. You want to put in the work, you want to work in your garden, work on your finances, work on your hobbies, whatever they may be. You want to see results. You don't want to be in this emotional place. You don't want to be thinking about a certain thing. You really don't want to be thinking about something with that Lord of Ruin. So emotionally, you're feeling like you just don't want to deal with it, and you want to deal with something that's productive, that's good, that's gonna bring you something of substance. Now your path, all right, goes from pleasure to prudence. All right, and I'm not sure how the two kind of relate to each other, but I do know something about the path. The strength of this path is processing grief, okay? Acceptance of the true self and empathy. All right? Now, the weakness of this path is manipulation and friendship, resistance to understanding others, and fear of change. Again, strength is processing grief, acceptance of the true self, and empathy. So something's going on here, Scorpio. You're going through something and you need to process your grief. You need to accept yourself, what makes you happy, whatever you're feeling. Maybe you do have to serve others a little bit. Maybe I take back what I said earlier. Because apparently the weakness of this path is manipulation, friendship, and not giving a damn about others, more or less. Maybe that's why we have the Knight of Cups here in the Binah, right? And you feel like you don't want to do something for someone else, step up to the plate because you know it makes you feel good. And that in itself is something. It's not something you can show in the 3D world, but something that you can, friendships can grow and bloom and all this stuff. So don't take them for granted. All right. That's your path. From pleasure to prudence. Keep an eye out for your friends. Don't deny whatever it is you're going through, especially if you're grieving. Let's continue. Alright, Scorpio. The way, methods or means, the star, Aquarian energy. The star is all about meditation, making things better. The star comes right after the tower, and the tower is destruction, something that was so great and big and secure and stable, crumbling, over, gone. So the star comes out, Nuith, goddess, sky goddess. She comes out and she says it's okay. It's a bit of a mess, but let's clean it up. We can make it better. We can make a better tower, right? And when that one breaks, we'll do it again. Right? There's Aquarian energy, like I said. Aquarians they like to make the world a better place. All right, see, she's bathing, or she's washing the planet here, right? I don't know what planet it is. I like to think of it as Earth, but I know it's not, so, right, she's pouring it. She's just making sure it's okay. She's like, it's okay, baby. It's all okay. I'm gonna get through this. It's all good. See, I'm playing an imaginary thing here, but that's how I envision Nuith, Sky Goddess, and the Star card. So I almost feel like there's an energy of you needing to comfort yourself, right? You have this virtue here under what you need to do. It's not going to be easy with this interference as your challenge. And you need to show yourself a little pleasure. And also be helping out others. I almost feel like through helping others, you will help yourself. I know that sounds cheesy, but for some people it's true. But also, take care of yourself first, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody. That's just life. So, yeah. Alright? This is how you go about things this month. And this is Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. There's so many slamming doors today, it's giving me a headache. I'm sorry, excuse me. Mercury is a planet of communication, confidence, of the opposite of oh my god. What am I trying to say? Mercury, what am I trying to say? It's okay. Whatever you're going through, it's okay. You got the star right here. Also, this is coming up under Venus, which is the end of your path, and if you've been dealing with something, or if you've been building a certain friendship or bond or whatever that has to do with love, because Venus is all about love. Again, your path. Whatever you love in your life, lean towards that. Aim your pleasure towards that. I would recommend very much. Okay, let's continue. Scorpio. Sorry about all the slamming doors. And sirens. Okay, personal subconscious beliefs, the inner child. It's represented by the Prince of Cups, the area part of water. Now, the Prince of Cups is a bit of a jerk. Seriously, he is. He's got this chariot here. It's not exactly his fault. He's got a chariot and he's got to go over water. And I believe pulling it is some kind of eagle, which represents you, Scorpio. So that's pretty cool. He's the area part of water, and he's got to drive over this water, and it's not going to be easy. He's got this bird on his head. I'm not sure why. Alright, and he's doing this ritual here, and he has the snake coming out of the cup. The snake kind of represents Kundalini energy, I believe. Whenever this card comes up for me, it's Spirit telling me you're going to have to do some things that are not going to look so good on you. They're not going to feel so good to do, but it's best that you do them because it will serve you well. And this is coming up under the foundation, your side. Yeah, thank you, in the back. Your side, foundation, the back of the head, your subconscious. So in your subconscious, Scorpio, you feel like, okay, I have to do this thing. I might have to be a kind of a jerk. Maybe to myself, maybe to someone else. But I have to do what I have to do. I have to get this chariot across the water. I have to get myself through these emotions. Even if my head's not working quite right, and it's not so easy to see everything through, I've got to push through, and I've got to see it to the end. What this all adds up to, funny enough, the Fool. All right, the Fool is all about taking chances, starting new things, taking a leap of faith, and not knowing what's on the other side of that. You know, I sense a lot of fear in this reading, a lot of sorrow, a lot of needing to push past stuff, but in an adult manner, in a proper way, not in a pushing it to the side and not paying attention to it kind of way. So I feel like overall you need to just get into it, right? Even if you're not thinking straight, it's hard to think, just get into it, just take that leap, right? You got a tiger biting at your side, just carry on with your day, right? If you have the Lord of Ruin for what to be grateful for, then just know that at least you know that you don't know any better, and just keep on going. The Fool is an idiot, but that's okay, because he doesn't know any better. And maybe whatever you're dealing with, right? Maybe it's grief, maybe it's sorrow, maybe it's being sensitive to other people. Maybe you just don't know any better. Maybe you've never done this sort of thing before. But give it a try. Because again, in the back of your head, you know you got to be doing something. But all this is adding up to the Fool. So this month may be uncomfortable for you. It probably won't be too straightforward. There's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of pumping the brakes and then going fast again, if that makes sense. A lot of ebb and flow. But take the leap, start the journey. Don't worry so much about how it makes you look, or try not to. Again, have patience. You got that in spades, as they say. And the way, again, is to accept that something's happened, something's over, and it's time to clean it up, so to speak. All right, Scorpio, that's it. That's the reading. That's all the time we have. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like what I do here at Spiritual Warriors Tarot, please hit that subscribe button to help the channel grow, 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 grow. Have a happy new year, and until next month, sayonara. Tonke Ani, Scorpio. Love you very much. Bye-bye.